let's be honest, the Borderlands film never really seemed like a good idea. Well, not now, anyway. Maybe back in 2015 when it was announced that they were working on a motion picture for the IP, then yeah, that could have been an idea. Back then, we'd only had Borderlands 2, which was still the best in the franchise by far. But each instalment after that has essentially got worse. It's become more, oh man, I'm going to sound old here, more immature and kiddie. I mean, let me explain. The first Borderlands was a pastiche of a post-apocalyptic Western bandit-themed game where the focus was on the guns. The humour in the game was juvenile at times, but nonetheless it was presented in a way that most age ranges would be able to approach it. Borderlands 2 was a masterpiece, there's no two ways around it. It's one of the best games that I've ever played. It took the looter-shooter concept to a new level, and the DLC, Tiny Tina's attack on Dungeon Keep or something, I think it was absolutely phenomenal. Not only in the gameplay, which lampooned, sort of role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy tropes, but also in its story, which was actually really, really heartfelt and an incredible piece of writing. A real shock to me when I played through the game and realised what was actually going on. I was like, whoa. For a silly game about going around and shooting bandits and monsters, that's powerful stuff. So with all of this in mind, a Borderlands film might have seemed quite a good idea. But after that, we got Borderlands 3, with the two antagonists being essentially TikTokers.
What is up, my bandit legions? God Queen Tyrene coming at you live with my brother Troy. We're streaming, you're screaming, and we're all ready to open the Great Vault. Emily's gonna tear the whole galaxy a new one.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Rather than the rather devilish and Machiavellian Handsome Jack. And that was after the pre-sequel, which was, again, okay. Bit of background on Handsome Jack, nothing brilliant. And now we have this film. And this film is the first that I recall to get a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Just looking at the trailer, and even before that, the casting announcements, this film looked very much like it was going to go awry. Cate Blanchett is a fine actress, but she's 55. She's not Lilith. Lilith's meant to be like, I don't know, 30, 40 at an absolute push. Roland is a serious, born in the saddle, go by the numbers soldier. Nothing more. So let's cast Kevin Hart. Jack Black as Claptrap is okay, but his stock has taken a hell of a hit recently since his Tenacious D announcement. And only a Greenblatt, while probably the best you can get for Tina, doesn't seem to be anything like Tiny Tina. So the writing was on the wall, combined with some lackluster trailers, no real hint of a plot, just looking very much like a film that just wants to chuck lots of stuff at a screen and just see what sticks. And I feel at this point that sticky grenades ain't going to do the trick. I think this film is going to absolutely crater. And the funniest thing about it is that I get the feeling that 2K Gearbox, the developers of Borderlands, are waiting for the film to premiere and be out so that they can announce Borderlands 4 off the back of it. And that's not going to go well. This is not going to do the IP any favours at all. But I'll be checking it out on Saturday. Sadly, even though I know this film is going to be crap, I'm going to subject myself to it so I can review it for you guys. Spoiler free, of course, as if you're going to care. But after that, we've got Alien Romulus, which I'm at least hoping will be half decent. And then we've got the Crow remake, which is going to be absolutely awful, I'm sure. But not too far in the future after that, Beetlejuice. So, ups and downs. The life of somebody who goes and watches movies to review them on YouTube. So, let me know what you think about Borderlands. I think this is going to be an absolute disaster. On the scale of something we've never seen. There'll be a few die-hard fans going to see it. I'll be surprised if this film cracks 300 million. I really will. So, let me know what you think. And I'll be back with a review of Borderlands soon.